And what's up, everybody? Duane here, live from the Fattey Beer in Lancaster. Black Friday festivities going on. I know Tim Britt is going to be live here soon, so stop on down if you're looking for something to do on a Friday. Lots of deals going on currently right now at Fattey Beer. Just to name a few, their Advent calendar, which is always a hot item that they do every single year. If you never heard of it, you can go check it out at their website at fatteybeer.com, at Fattey Beer on Instagram and Twitter. Essentially, the 24 beers of Christmas. Again, I think they have like 9 of them left right now. So get them while you can. I think they have 9 cases left. Obviously, again, a very, very hot item. And of course, there's 7 days of Fattey. Hey, Greg. We're gonna get the manager Greg over here to tell you guys all about the 7 days of Fattey here just in a moment. It's pretty busy down here. But before we do that, I also want to give a shout out to our other sponsored Extreme Discount Mattress, with Western New York's finest selection of mattresses and adjustable beds, featuring cool gel memory foam, 2-sided mattresses, Telele latex, organic mattress, Chatham & Wells, Scott Living, and even the Skechers mattress, all for 1/3 to a half the supposed sale prices anywhere. Stop into any 7 of their locations across Western New York and check out their website. All you got to do is go to extrememattress.com. If you're looking for even more savings, check out their local closeout center at 1625 Walden Avenue, Cheektowaga, with up to 80% off their already low prices. Save a fortune on one-of-a-kinds, closeouts, and floor samples. You can get a quality mattress for literally pennies on the dollar. Extreme Discount Mattresses. We sell mattresses for less, a lot less. And if you let them know that you're a fan of Two Goalies, One Mic, and you buy a mattress, you get a free mattress protector for any mattresses that you do buy. But Sabres lose, get smoked 5-0 in a Thanksgiving turkey coma. And here's the thing, too. The Sabres had over 80 shot attempts, had, I think, roughly maybe 38 against, I think the stat was. And in my opinion, they were probably the better team. I know I'm not an analytics guy, but they have that like deserve to win a meter thing every single game. Like they try and figure out who deserved to win that particular game. And I think Buffalo probably deserved to win, but they just could not find the back of the net. And it's kind of disappointing because Tage Thompson has that big tilt in the beginning of the game. You know, it was revealed by Rasmus Dahlin during his interview during the intermission with Paul Hamilton that like Tage stood up to the team and said, "Hey, like leave him for me. Nobody answers that bell but me. You know, I'm the one he hit. I'm going to get payback myself." And he did it. He won the fight. And it's unfortunate that you had that type of momentum to start a game and you did nothing with it. And for whatever reason, this team just has so many issues scoring on Jake Allen, which, I mean, drives me nuts. Man, I'm starting to think that all these goalies, these random name goalies like Jake Allen, that they have issues scoring on, and they always seem to have the Buffalo Sabres number, that they should almost probably try and like sign these guys like and just put them all in Rochester so you don't have to play against them anymore. I'm going to hit a field. I do got to keep this quick tonight too, because again, Tim Britt will be going live soon, so it's going to get really noisy in here. But I just wanted to obviously get in here, pump the tires a little bit of Fattey Beer, and just give my overall reaction to the game. Like this isn't a game where I think I'm going to scream and yell like I normally would after they get pumped 5-0, because like they could have easily won this game as much as they lost it. As we got here from I'm not even going to try and say your username, but our Byram and Power, the Scott Stevens, are the next Scott Stevens and Kevin Danico. They play with so much heart, grit, and defensive awareness out there. I love the sarcasm, but I love the sarcasm from Mauricio. Benson Austin passed up the puck all night. And that's another thing, too. They did have a lot of issues. They did have a lot of issues overpassing tonight, especially those two. You need to have that shoot first attitude, and they did not. There's a lot going on over here for the holiday weekend here. The Tim Britt is getting ready to go live here just momentarily. So again, I probably have to cut this short, but Bowen Byram was a guy that they signed in the offseason, and offensively, sure, he offers a lot, but defensively, I mean, you can probably criticize him as much as you do Owen Power. I think the only difference between those two right now in the defensive zone is one's physical and one isn't. Owen Byram, again, cost them at least 2 goals tonight. Again, just not enough shoot first attitude. You need more selfish hockey tonight. And there's so many guys just overpassing the puck tonight. And when he starts playing music, you guys can check and let me know if you guys can hear me clearly. I know this microphone it does a pretty good job, but I want to make sure that you guys can hear me loud and clear here. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like Alex Lyon getting his first start since the Colorado game, he was pulled 7 minutes in. Not the game he probably wanted. Again, he had barely a couple of saves over 20 today. I didn't see the exact shot count. I know we had I think we had 40 shots on net, and again we got shut out. But obviously not the stat line you want to see from Alex Lyon. But I mean, I would say the breakaway goal is the only one I really want from him. But outside of that, I don't know what exactly he was supposed to do for most of the night. When you don't score, it's not on your goalie, it's on you. You have to score goals to win hockey games, and you just didn't. You didn't come close. So I don't know. Yeah. Again, I just wish. It's tough for me to sit here and lambaste this team like I would on the other night, but unfortunately, I think they did play pretty well from an offensive standpoint. They put pucks on net. You just got to shoot when you have the opportunity. You can't pass up shots. You can't overpass the way they did, and they did a lot of that tonight, unfortunately. And I'm actually going to move us out of here. I'm going to move us to the back room here for a little bit because they just started their live music. So, yeah, they definitely they just need to shoot more. Sorry, guys. I wasn't expecting to go live right at 7 o'clock, but I wanted to get in here, promote the bar a little bit. Hopefully, if you guys don't have much to do anything on a Friday night, on a Black Friday night, you're not out there shopping, you're not spending time with family, get down to Fattey Beer, any of the 7 locations in Western New York. And down here in Lancaster, as you can hear, they're having a blast. Place is packed right now. There's sports on the TVs, and there's a lot of stuff. And I got Greg Day here, Fattey Beer manager. Fortunately, it's a little hard. Greg Beer, tell us about the 7 days of Fattey.
Oh my goodness! Give me the mic. Hello, all thousands of viewers. Where's my face? All right, really quick here because I'm busy. 7 days of Fatties. We're on day 5. We have our advent calendars. We have 8 left here in Lancaster. $109.99, 24 beers. We've launched Mug Club 2.0. A new membership is $125. The renewal, $65. Comes with our all new point system called Caps. More to come on that. Also, we have a shot special. We have Sam Adams Utopia and Bourbon County. 2 shots for $25. What else do we have? I already talked about that. That's it. Duane, back to you.
Back to me at the back room, the kitchen of Fattey Beer in Lancaster. Again, Tim Britt is out there tearing it up right now. And again, I want to shred this team really bad right now, but unfortunately, it's tough to after that game because I thought offensively they did play good enough to win. They were the more offensively dominant team, but the issue with this team and the way it has been in the past is they just don't take advantage of their chances when they have it. They don't. And here's the thing: our mistakes end up in the back of our net, and theirs don't. They just don't. And we pass up shots. Oslin did it tonight. Benson did it tonight. I think every single player in their top 6 passed up a shot tonight that, even Rob Ray was calling them out. And it's absolutely infuriating. And now 2 losses in a row. And usually Thanksgiving is kind of like a measuring point for most teams, especially from a GM perspective. You kind of measure out where you are.
One more thing.
The
Sabres stink.
Sorry, this stream is all over the place tonight, guys. Unfortunately, with the way the East now, it's tough to sit there and say that out of it because this day next week they could be right back in it. They could be. Because I think I haven't looked at the standings today, but after last night's loss, I think they were still only like 6 points out of a wild card spot. So I think a game like tonight, on most other nights, you get a win. You just didn't tonight, unfortunately. And I don't know, man. It drives me nuts. Let me see here. Duane, focus on the Sabres all over the map, confusing chaos. Listen, guys, I'm sorry. Tim Britt is back there tearing it up, and I wasn't expecting him to go live immediately the second pretty much I was going live. I thought I was going to have a little more time with you. From Ryan Sanders here, I think the shots are very deceiving. Most were just shots from the outside, hoping for rebounds. The team struggles to beat goalies clean this year. It's all dirty goals, and that isn't sustainable. That I will agree with. Like, again, I haven't seen the analytics to know exactly, like, you know, high danger scoring chances. But I mean, that is still a pretty, I think I want to say Brian Koziel said the shot attempts were like 83 or 85 to 38 in favor of the Sabres. Like, if you were to give me that number without me seeing the score, that like watching the game, you're going to tell me the start of the game that these are what the shot attempts are going to be. I'm going to say that the Sabres win like 9 times out of 10 or 10 times out of 10. For whatever reason, they just have so many issues with these goalies like Jake Allen and beating them and getting wins. And I think Connor Hurley, Hurls tweeted it out like he's like 9-6-1 against a Sabre, like almost a 920 save percentage in his career, which is like astounding for a guy who's mostly been just a journeyman backup since his days with St. Louis. I don't know, man. You got to find ways to score. You got to find ways to get puck in the net. The power play is still abysmal. And we'll see if Kevin Adams decides to make any changes here, because I personally, I don't think I trust the guy. I don't think I trust the guy to make those moves. And I'll give credit where credit is due. The Doan deal. I mean, sorry, the JJ Peterka deal was a good move by Kevin. You know, getting Doan and Kesselring, but now you're without Kesselring, a guy who's supposed to be a big part. Your answer for Owen Power, who's also been abysmal. The guy has 7 points on the season. I'm calling him like an offensive defenseman. When like criticizing him, like I say, and I understand that he is this offensively gifted defenseman. He has 7 points in over 20 games this season. That's not going to cut it. That's not good enough. It just isn't. And Kesselring was supposed to be a big part of that. And defensively, again, he looks abysmal. Absolutely awful all season long. And unfortunately, we're going to be without him for a while. So you have to figure it out. And you know, you're slopping in Jacob Bryson in for this team, and he isn't good enough. He's a 7th defenseman at best. He's probably not making an NHL lineup of most other teams. So I don't know. Injuries have played a big part in this team's success or lack thereof for this most of the season. But I don't know, man. Most of the time, like I said, Thanksgiving is like a point in the season where you kind of judge where your team is at. And it's kind of tough to do that right now because, again, like the standings are still close. Nobody has really broken away from the pack, unfortunately. So I got one more word here, I think, from our boy Greg Day here at Fattey Beer.
Real quick, follow Fattey Beer Company on Instagram and Facebook. Please and thank you. Go Bills. Sabres stink.
He loves getting his face in front of the camera. And I always tell him he should probably be one of our co-hosts, but he never wants to. But when I do go live from Fattey Beer, he just can't get enough of it. So, but guys, again, I don't have much time here. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you're going to enjoy the rest of your holiday here. Hope you guys ate a lot. Hope you guys all won your fantasy football leagues. Enjoyed the football yesterday, the game today. Obviously, the Sabres didn't give us much to be happy about. From Jaybird, yeah, I mean, Power and Timmins did look terrible. They looked awful today. Timmins especially. Finger. So, that being said, guys, Duane, you're choppy. Sorry if I am choppy. Again, I'm kind of moving around everywhere. But again, I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving, a great holiday. I'm going to get out of here. I just wanted to kind of tap in and give you my thoughts and reaction to the game. And, go Sabres, I guess. was not a fun game to watch. Lost 5-0. We're having a few more comments here before I get out of here. This team needs to start calling teammates out and make them well known for their terrible performance. I mean, we don't really know what goes on behind closed doors that could be happening, but I don't know, man. I actually agree with that. I do agree with that. You got to start calling guys out. And I wish the media would too more. I do. I wish the media would too more. Certain media members, they toe the company line way too much. Guys who even work for the team. I think players need to be called out more often. But again, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Go Sabres. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. If you've enjoyed this content, please make sure to subscribe to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. If you're watching along on YouTube or Twitter, please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button. And as always, go Sabres. We will talk to you guys later.